Hey guys, my name is Kamil, welcome back to another video on the channel. So today I'm going to share you guys some tips on how to make your videos and your content look a lot more professional and cinematic. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. So the first things first that you guys want to do is plan your shots. And no matter what you're doing, if you're filming a commercial or a long film or a short film, always plan your shot, and it could be either a very detailed plan or a very vague plan, but always have a rough shot list in your bag just so you know what you're shooting, just so you know the rough idea of what you're trying to achieve. And then when you're actually on the shoot and other things pop up and you have some amazing ideas that randomly come into your head because you just see something really cool and you want to shoot it, then you add that to the existing shot list. But it doesn't matter how detailed your shot list is. It could be very detailed, it could be very vague. It all depends on the shoot. So the second tip I can give you guys is have a wide aperture lens. Currently I'm filming at an f2.8. As you can see, the background is super milky. The milkier the background, the blurrier the background, the more cinematic your shot will look like. A lot of the times your camera will come with a kit lens, which isn't the best for aperture. It will have like a minimum aperture of 4.5 maybe. If I was you, I'd buy just the body of the camera and invest into some sort of like a 24 to 70 f2.8 or like a 50mm f1.8 lens. These lenses will make your shots look beautiful, cinematic, and will add a lot of depth into your image. So the third tip I've got for you guys is investing into some lighting and also ND filters. So lighting is a very big key in order to achieving amazingly looking, beautiful, professionally looking and cinematic shots. So I would suggest investing into like some sort of an LED panel lighting, or even the cheap softbox lights, which I've mentioned recently in my top 5 video for camera gear. I'll leave some links in the description below if you guys want to check them out. But I would suggest invest in some lighting. Reflectors, they're absolutely amazing. They will help you get amazing lighting, but actual lights will do it the best. So things like the LED panel right behind me, or the softboxes that I mentioned in my top 5 video, or you can even use natural lighting. At the moment I'm actually using fixed lighting, which is in my room. I have a light bulb that's slightly offset in my room where I'm sitting right now, so it allows me to have this glare of light on my face, and also I just adjusted the settings in my camera in order for my skin tones to look natural. So you can play around with your lighting, plan with lighting that's already on set, that's already on location, part of the building that you're shooting in. You can use lighting such as the sun. Try shooting in the golden hour so you have this beautiful lighting. You can also use these sort of techniques in order to spice up your film. So tip number 4 is shooting in slow motion. So if you guys don't have access to a gimbal in order to have your shots are super smooth, try shooting at a higher frame rate. So a lot of cameras now shoot in 60 frames or higher, which is absolutely amazing, which will allow you to actually slow down your footage. So it will allow you to shoot in slow motion, which will take out all the bumps and jitters whenever you're taking your shots. This especially works well with commercial shoots, whenever you're doing product shoots and whatnot. Slowing down that footage will give you an amazing result, and it'll look really cinematic as well. So tip number 5, we're shooting in a flat picture profile. I personally love shooting in flat picture profiles, but I don't always do it. Shooting flat picture profiles will allow you to pull out a lot more detail into your image because you're not focusing on the color. Like the camera's not focusing too much on the color, but it's focusing on processing the highlights and the shadows a little bit more. So when you put the footage into post-production and you're actually color grading it, when you're in the color grading process, you'll be able to bring out a lot more details in those areas and your image will look so much higher quality. Tip number 6 will be adding some cinematic black bars. I've actually done a tutorial recently on how to add cinematic black bars to your videos. If you guys haven't checked it out, I'll leave a link in the description below and a little eye up the top in the corner. But adding cinematic black bars just instantly says, hey, my footage is cinematic. Adding cinematic black bars allows you to fake camera movements, but also it just elongates your image. It just makes your image look wider, has a much wider aspect ratio, and as a result, it's just more pleasant to watch and it looks really professional. And last and final tip would be sound design. If you want your videos to convey a specific meaning or a specific message or a specific emotion, sound design will allow you to do so. And making sure your sound design is on point at choosing the correct music whenever it's supposed to play, choosing the correct sound effects when it's supposed to play, will give your videos a very strong and appealing meaning to your audience, allowing them to understand and allowing you to convey the message you wanted to convey. But unfortunately, this has been us to the end of the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like. If you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. Hopefully these tips have helped you guys out. This is just a rough, basic bullet point outline rules that I personally follow in order to make my videos look as best as they possibly can be. You guys can adjust this list. Let me know if I've missed anything out. If I did, then I will make another video with an updated list. But unfortunately, this does bring us to the end of the video. In summary, I'm going to end this video here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody, and bye bye.